Hey everybody, welcome. Uh, Rusty's off on a beach trip, so tonight I'm going to sit in for Rusty. I'll do this for a couple of hours. I've got to head back to St. Louis, so I can't hang on all night, but we'll see what happens. So anyway, I hope you all have been enjoying the hangouts and enjoying the forum. For those who don't know how to get the hangout, the live link is posted at the bench thread, and you have to be a member of Stunt Hangar to do that. Let me pop this out now. Let's see what's going on here. Live streaming. We need to get this up because there's so much to do. So let's see what happens and everything seems to be moving so slow. If you're new to the coming on here, make sure that you have your window closed. You can only have one window open. Come on. Where the heck is it? Anyway, I don't know what to say. I'm hoping that we get some people in here. I'll get it figured out here in a second. I don't do these live shows too much anymore. I thought tomorrow I'd be, there it is. I thought tomorrow I'm going over to John's. I'll explain what I'm going to do over John's. Let's pull this up here so I can get the chat out. I'm going to shut the audio off. I'm going to pop the chat out. Pop out chat. Okay. And I need this link. And Rusty's better versed at this than I am. Let's see. There we go. Who's coming in?
It's me, your brother,
Hey,
father.
my brother. How's it going? I guess everybody was worried it wouldn't be a hangout tonight, but let me see. I don't know what Rusty types in here, so we'll to watch and to join. Enter. Oh, to watch. Enter. I got some guy wrote in the gave us a thumbs down and wrote, I got to admit it's kind of boring. Well, these hangouts are not to watch; they're to participate in.
Right.
So let's see what that looks like now. There we go. All right, so now I got that going. I don't know who all is going to come on. I've got 2 viewers. That's probably me on that other one. So yeah, I need to shut that up. Let's see. Let's see about the pop-out chat. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and I got the chat box open, so now I can on the YouTube side. Okay, so what's been going on, Charles?
Oh, I went out flying today with I sent my Stalker 81 to Tom Dixon to have him look at it, because I was really suspicious of the motor because it had a lot of play, not a lot, but a little play at top dead center. And so he tore it down and looked at it, and he said he's seen new engines with more wear than that, so he thought that it was okay and sent it back to me, and I flew it today. It ran great. Hang on a second, Sparky.
Okay. Well, we're just getting underway. For those who are just joining us, I have Charles with me. And boy, looking at my arms really got sunburned. It's actually not sunburn, it's weld burn.
Can you bring it to me? I'm on this. Hey, baby, can you bring it to me? Take your time. I'm just I'm the second person on the show. Once you get someone else.
I want to thank everybody who contributed to the fan funding for the camera, and we're going to be doing. I think. Oh, wait a minute, Charles. I got you muted. Okay, you're still muted. I can't unmute you. Why?
See if I. There we go. I did it.
Okay. I figured we wouldn't want to listen to what you're doing with your family.
Thank you.
Anyway, as everybody knows, I got the camera. I hope you guys enjoyed the Roger Wildman video. Did you watch that?
I haven't seen it all. I just I started it and then I got interrupted and I haven't gotten back to it. But I look forward to it. I mean, I saw up to I think I saw up into the prayer, which I thought was pretty nice. And then I got interrupted.
Well, you get to see the final farewell, and you let me know what you think that is.
Okay.
I kind of announce it, but you get to see him go for the last time. Anyway, I got the video funding, and I ended up getting a 4-channel Tascam recorder that goes underneath the camera. So now, when I go to Huntersville, I can have up to 4 microphones, and I'm going to have kind of a round table. So hopefully, I'm trying to make my videos better. I'm not Steven Spielberg.
Right.
People there's one guy, I always get a thumbs down. This video will get a thumbs down immediately when it's done. It doesn't matter. He don't like me or whatever. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's the strangest thing. I've seen other videos that are just, I find them really enjoyable, and I'm just amazed that there are people who are giving thumbs down. So they're just people out there that are just negative, they're just, or like you said, this one person does not like you or control line or what have you. I mean, it's like, if he doesn't like it, why does he keep even watching it,
Well, one thing that I don't know, did you see where I lost it at the Nats, man? I was peed off. I have a video on there about the thumbs down. Hey,
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, you guys get out here and you do this.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I responded to that, and I was just like, basically went on a tirade myself that there are some people ain't got nothing better to do. They hate their life, hate their job, hate their wife, hate their kids. They're just miserable people, and they have nothing better to do. So I was kind of with you. I just thought it's ridiculous. I saw the video, and I was like, hey, I was appreciative to see the video of the Nats, because you know what? As much as I want to be there, I couldn't be there, and I got to at least see it. Yeah, that might have been dark, or you find something else you can find wrong with it, but you know what? I got a chance to see the Nats.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, how y'all doing?
All right.
Doing well.
That's good.
These people think that I got nothing better to do than make these movies. Well, I do have things better to do. I just do it so that, we can grow Control Line. And with all these negative things, it just pissed me off.
Yeah, and I felt for you too, because it's not the same thing, but I remember having to deal with rejection in financial services. I didn't get a whole lot of it, but even just a little bit that I got, it bothered me because I was a sensitive person. It bothered me.
Well,
And so
I don't mind rejection. That's not it. What pissed me off so bad was that it's 100 degrees out there. It's my equipment, my money. It costs me $1,000 every time I go to the Nats. It's my money, my equipment, my time. It's hotter than shit, and they're going like this on me. I say.
I agree with that. I used to film our car club stuff. I know exactly where you're coming from on that deal.
Yeah.
The whole time doing filming and interviewing things, you don't really get to stop and enjoy the show, And then you go and show it, and people give you that thumbs down. It's like, up yours, buddy. Get your butt out here and do this,
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't seen anybody yet. Elwin Odd, he takes a lot of pictures. And Jack, hello, Friday Night Hangout. Jack's TV or Schneebly, or I can't read that. Anyway, hello, Jack, welcome. Anyway, Elwin, he takes a lot of pictures, and I thank him for that. But it ain't the same. It is not the same trying to shoot video. Because, I don't get to enjoy the contest. I'm working.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I tried to take a little video at the one of the contests I was at recently, and between getting my plane set up and doing other things, and what you do also yourself, Sparky, after I get done, I get home and I must have forgot to turn on record. It's like, it's not easy to film. And then when I even film my own films here at the practice field, I don't have anybody helping me either. So I put the camera down, and I get home and watch the video, and it's like, oh man, I'm off. I'm not at the right position to see the maneuver correctly. It's like it's not easy.
Yeah, I'm not a pro camera. I'm not a pro anything. I'm not a pro webmaster, but I designed Stunt Hangar. I'm not a pro video man, but I'm sharing the videos and sharing my building knowledge with people. And I'm just faking it.
And you're doing a good job, man. I appreciate it, and there's a lot of us that appreciate it. Of course, you're hearing it from those who are sharing with you. They appreciate it, but there's still people who benefit and watch it and maybe never comment, never give you the thanks, never give you the thumbs up, but they still, are benefiting. So there's these people that remain anonymous that you don't know, but they really appreciate what you're doing, and you probably will never know about it, but they're out there.
I got some guys think that I'm making $1 million off a Stunt Hangar. Well, that's nonsense. It costs me. It's at $300 a month to run that thing. Just like renting another house,
Wow, well that is awesome, Sparky.
Well, it didn't start out that way. See, it started out. It was when I was working for Harley Davidson. It started out. I think I got on the $695 a month plan, so I paid the month when it first started, and I held it there for about 3 or 4 years, and it started to grow, and it gained so much traction that they said, "Hey, you got your server size is too big." I said, "Well, what do I got to do?" "Well, we're going to upgrade you to this," and then it was about $25 a month, and that was okay. And now we're so big with, I'm getting the. If you look at sometimes at the bottom there, it'll say users logged in today.
I've seen that.
It'll be 800, 1,000, whatever, online, and guests and users, and the bandwidth has just gone out of sight. So then I went to now here's a real killer, and I got to get with the hosting company. They told me that I was running out of space. I said, okay, what do we got to do? Well, you can buy another drive. So I bought another drive 2 years ago, and it's in our box. See, we live in our own computer at the company there. We have our own computer and our own line coming in. That's why it's so expensive. So I bought another drive. Well, come to find out, the drive was never mounted. It's in the box, but we're not using it. So, so I've been paying for an extra drive for about 4 or 5 years now. So I got to come up and say, hey, you guys need to mount that drive, you know, hook it up.
Right. Pardon me real quick. I'm going to eat some food here.
All right, no problem. So that's kind of a blessing, really, because we're not quite to the end of our road, you know, end of the road on the first drive. So when they say, well, your drive's, or I get a message, the drive's full, I say, okay, great, switch over and let's use the second drive. So
Thank you, baby.
hey, Ron, good evening. Anyway, so, you know, things should run a little faster. I'm always looking for new things, you know, to add. I added the gallery. I added classified section. Nobody wanted to use that. Even though it was free, nobody wanted to use it because that was different. You know, come on, you know. I tried Control Line Craftsman. I tried, you know, I tried all those other things to try to break things up and grow. But, you know, it's hard with no help and no participation. Bitch. So.
You put a donate button in yet?
It's up there, yeah. I mean, oh, a button, no. But if you there's several links on there for support, you know.
I looked all over. I couldn't find a single one.
Look in the video fan funding thread. That's a donate button.
Video fan fund.
Top link. There'll be a button take you to PayPal. Every little bit helps. You know, you know, this thing that they got for Super Chat, everybody thinks, well, let's say that you deposit $10 on it. You know how much goes to Stunt Hangar? 5. 50% goes to Google. But, you know, so it's good for the ad revenue on that, so. And then people freak out about the ads on Stunt Hangar. I got to tell you guys, we get like 13 cents per 1,000 impressions. I mean, I can pull up the metric. It's, you know, I'm not making any money on it. It just helps supplement the site a little bit. I've had a lot of complaints about that, but I can't help it. I don't know. I guess Leonard with Stuka Stunt funded that out of his own pocket or whatever, and I did it for as long as I could do it until it got too expensive.
Yeah.
But I didn't mean this to be a bitch session. I just nothing else to talk about.
I still can't find it.
Top thread, video fan funding. You see that?
Open forum.
Right, open forum.
Oh, I gotta open that. Okay, under open forum.
Right, it's stuck right to the top. Video fan funding.
Oh my God, I never saw that. All right, great, thanks. Oh my gosh.
Either giving me a domain, the domain name registration. Just got this. Control Line Craftsman expires in 29 days. We're just going to let it go. To avoid downtime of ownership, all domains are kept on auto renew. Blah blah blah. I'm just going to let that one go. And if you look at the home. I used to have a donate button up there. I guess maybe I better see about getting it back on. Let's see. Open forum. Yeah, and there's another thing. There's a big jet spider. It says support with 2 arrows pointing to it. If you click on that,
Really?
huh?
Really?
Did you see that?
I'm in the video fan funding right now. It's the same link, right?
It says donate here.
Is that
Yeah.
on homepage? No, I don't see that either.
Video fan funding. It's right in the middle of the page above the picture of the camera. It says donate here. Underneath that, it says paypal.me/Stunt Hangar.
Yeah, I got that one.
Okay. Let me do this. I'll show you something here real quick. It's the admin. Click on that. It's gonna ask me for my password. Okay, click on that. This will blow your mind. I don't know how it could be anymore. The news and newsletters. And yeah. Control A, Control C. Yeah, I'm learning all this stuff, you know, as we go. Come on, one more. One more, back. There we go. Now we'll modify this. Now, if you look underneath, let's see here, enter, Control V, save. Okay, if you refresh the page on video fan funding, underneath the picture, there's an F18 with a support arrows going to it, and that'll take you right to the page. There we go. Okay, we got 10 viewers. Let's see what the chat has to say. Everybody, if you want to join us, the link is at the bench.
Oh, yeah. That's where I got it. Okay. We're good.
The link is at the bench, and you have to be a member. Make sure that when you're registering for Stunt Hangar, you use your real first name with a space in between it and your real last name and an email address that isn't something like Viagra.com, because it ain't going to fly unless it's a real first and last name with a real email address, because you're going to have to get the email to verify yourself. But we're more than happy to have you. I'd like to grow Stunt Hangar as large as it possibly can. We've had admin. You know, I probably should start weeding or pruning some of the members that are not active. View the member list. We have, let's go to post, date position, date registered, email. Oh, I know where it is. There's 91 pages. Let's go to the bottom. Let's go to the stats. I haven't been given stats lately. I've been kind of busy with work.
Yeah.
Right now, there's 340 people, you know, on the site right now. 340 right now. And no, that's not right. The users logged in today is 340. 674 guests plus 99 users are logged onto the site right now. Let's see here. Click on that. So let's change too anymore. Stats. User log on. I had that. Huh. Things have changed so much since I upgraded the software. It's ridiculous. I don't think. Oh, I wanted to show you. I got a new pipe from Randy Smith. I got to call him and pay him for it. This baby is nice.
Wow.
Make sure that I'm showing it correctly. And we want to get this one in here. Yeah, I gotta call him up and pay him for it. But here's the pipe, and you know what? This was special made for me. You want to know what's nice about it?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Huh?
That's what I was thinking. What's nice about it?
The nice thing about this is, well, I got another thing to show you that's I got from Bob McDonald. The nice thing about this pipe is that this is full length too. It hasn't been cut yet. 1.8 ounces.
Wow.
And,
right.
and I got this from about, got my little thing here. I got to recut the spinner.
Uh-oh.
There, done. Donation.
Thank you very much. Now, see this propeller? What does it look like?
Electric propeller.
No, it ain't. It's the gas propeller.
Like something put on a big windmill in California.
Yeah, probably. This is a custom-made three-blade propeller. It's an APC, carbon fiber.
Wow.
Propeller.
APC. Did they make that?
No, I had it made. They took one blade from an APC, chopped it off, and then made a mold of the one blade in 3 different areas, and this is a carbon prop.
Wow.
Fancy that.
So who made that prop?
Oh, I can't tell you.
Okay.
I mean, I could tell you, but send me a PM and I'll tell you. I can't put it on tape.
All right. So what's the diameter?
This is a 14-inch.
Okay. And the pitch?
Pitch it whatever I want. I think this one here is 4 or 5 now, but you know, I'll put it on the pitch gauge and pitch it up. But it's a beauty.
Yeah, it is pretty. You know, it kind of looks like those turnkey propellers.
Yeah, I got one of them around here too. This is another propeller that the same guy made for me. Kind of dirty, dusty. That's an undercamber prop. This is for PA-75. But this other one's about 1/4 inch bigger. So this is 13 and a half or 13 and 3/4. This is a 14. So
Very nice.
got to have.
Looks expensive.
Yeah, it ain't cheap. Ain't none of this stuff cheap. I got one more of these left, so I can build one more airplane. This is a magic here. This is the unobtainium. You can't get these anymore. This is the Medusa.
Oh yeah, I've heard about those.
Yeah.
This one here, come on. It's so light I gotta weigh it in grams.
Wow.
Load. 6 grams.
Wow. My goodness.
That's some light stuff.
So what is the material?
It's carbon.
Way too fancy for my stuff.
The only thing I didn't like about it was the way that they mount them. They mount it with some type of long thing that goes in. So I made this on lathe. This is a Randy Smith spinner turned on a lathe to fit this. So I got a decent you know, mounting situation. But the back plate, the cone, the spinner, and everything weighs 21 grams. I think I'm going to drill out this back plate too. Got to get that down. Yeah, the only way you're going to build light airplanes is with lighter parts. 20 grams.
So when you painted that spinner, did you put a primer on it first, and then paint it?
DC 540.
Okay.
DC 540 works good on anything.
How many coats did you primer did you put on it?
Just one, just enough to get it to stick. My JPEG is 97.4. Why doesn't it work? Because it's too big. Holy moly.
So did that spinner already come with the cutouts, or did you get to do the cutouts yourself?
Oh, I had to do the cutouts myself. Now, you say that you donated something, huh?
Yeah, through PayPal.
PA, because it didn't come to my email. There's just too many buttons to push. Wow, let's see here. Holy moly, Kevin, thank you.
No problem. Don't expect that every week.
Yeah.
Or month.
That's good.
Okay, I gotta go answer this guy's email.
Okay.
There's a. Oh, it's a PNG. That's why.
Oh.
He's trying to post a PNG. It's a .png file. Must be a .jpg file. Okay, got that fixed. Yeah, I'm the world's babysitter.
Yeah.
I don't mind it too much. Let's see, Minnesota Mike, I sent the super chat, but it doesn't see it on here. Now, Minnesota Mike, we didn't, I don't know. I wonder if it's because I got it popped out.
I was hoping Bobby Hunt would be on here tonight.
What's that?
I was hoping Bobby Hunt would be on tonight. Got some electrical questions. for electric flying.
Huh.
Well, it's still kind of early.
Yeah. I might come back a little later, go have dinner, and come back in.
All right.
All right. I'll catch y'all later.
All right. Thank you very much.
How do you get out of here?
That red phone button there on top. There you go. Or did you do that, Sparky? Did you help him out?
No, I didn't help him out. I don't never kick anybody off. Not unless they're they're going off on me. Like them guys, remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the reason why I asked about this spinner, because I have a aluminum spinner on my Strega, and I think I might just paint it so it might look a little better maybe.
Well, you have to use, if it's aluminum, you have to use self-etching primer. You have to go to the auto parts store and get some self-etching primer.
Oh, okay. So not the DC 540 then, huh?
But listen to what I'm telling you. Self-etching primer, and then you spray one coat on there. You know, sand the aluminum real good with 320. Self-etching primer, one coat, and then one coat of DC 540, and then sand it with 600. Then go ahead and dope it.
Okay. Self-etching, then 320 sanding, then the DC 540.
Sand the spinner first with 320, then self-etching primer,
Okay.
then coat of DC 540, and then sand it with 600, and then dope it.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. Like I guess I did show you this last time I was on, but I'm going to change it. I'm supposed to go back to St. Louis this weekend, which I'm going to. But before I go, I wanna go over to John's, and made kind of a mistake putting this together. This is the same numbers as my Super Tiger airplane. It has a 10.5-inch nose and a 16-inch tail moment. Well, this has gonna have the 75 in it.
Right.
So I'm gonna take it over to John's and cut the top block off and the rudder and move the elevator and stab back an inch.
Oh, wow. I'd like to see how you do that.
That ain't nothing. Just cut it off, take the top block off, take the push rod out, cut the elevator stab loose, move it back an inch, make a new push rod. That'll be done before 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Very good.
Then I can go home and start doping and putting the tissue on it. But
So that stab stabilizer saddle you have right now, so you're gonna extend it and then fill it in the front of it with some wood or what?
yeah, it'll have 2 8-inch pieces of fuselage sides to.
Okay.
Well, Mike, I don't know whether you sent a super chat or not, because it should have shown here, but it didn't show up.
So the overall length of the fuselage is not going to change. You're just going to move the stab back, right?
Right.
Okay.
I had already made the fuselage longer, and I expected to make the tail moment, an inch longer. But just got to working and talking and just put it in there and didn't even think about it,
Yeah.
Short. So it's the same numbers as my other one. I mean, I could leave it like that, but that's not what I wanted. And with as much work as it takes to build one of these airplanes and the money that's involved, you might as well get what you want before you start finish.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And I've already planned it out pretty much in my mind how to do it. I'll take a scalpel, a super sharp scalpel, not exactly like a scalpel, cut the rudder off in 2 spots, right around the fuselage, right on the joint. Take it off. That'll take a minute or 2. Then take and cut around the joiner for the top block, and then take it one of them long blades and cut the bulkheads off, and then kind of saw out around the stabilizer, or not saw, but knife out around the stabilizer, then block sand it, and then cut a notch farther back. It won't take long at all.
All right.
The bad thing about it is I already put some super fill on the leading edge of that, so that might be a little bit of a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Just to make that solid onto that former back there. But I got to looking at it, and I go, well, that ended up just like the other one. That's not how it's supposed to be. You still got that orange airplane hanging there. Are you ever going to finish that, or what?
You know, when I was talking to Bob Hunt about it, because that's actually an electric plane. It's just been gutted out. It doesn't have any electronics in it. But I have a friend who sent me about a year ago. He was encouraging me to try electronics, or try electric, I mean. And so he sent me a motor, a speed controller, and a timer, and everything but batteries. So maybe after this season, after the Golden State Championship, I'll go over to a friend who has installed an electric system before, so I haven't, and we can install that gear in that plane. And then he said he'd lend me some batteries, so I could try it, see what I think of it.
Well, I don't know. I'm not impressed with electric, but top guys like them, so knock yourself out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I like it either, but at least before I go hog crazy and invest in it, I really have an opportunity to try it without that much of investment. So that's a great opportunity.
Well, what really got me to try it was Jeff Traxler had an All-American at the Nats a few years back. I think it was 14. Well, Minnesota Mike, it didn't come through. Let me look on PayPal. It wouldn't. It would be on the YouTube side. YouTube handles all that, so Minnesota Mike said he sent a super chat at $20, but it didn't go through. I didn't see it, and it may. Well, we thank you anyway. Now, I have no control on what YouTube does.
Yeah, for some reason, I'm looking at the pop out that I did, and I see the chat. And normally you can see the
right. You can
normally see it, but I don't see it either.
Let me my live dashboard, and we're going to analytics. It probably won't show up. So that's all on the YouTube side, and I have no control on YouTube yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't show up for a day or two anyway. Let's see, I could go there. Transaction revenue. Today is the 31st. Yeah, it shows the 30th on here. I don't know. But we appreciate it.
Getting back to the spinner, that self-etching primer, does it come in a spray can or?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I have a compressor and a spray gun, but I was just curious.
Go to AutoZone and and say I need some self-etching primer. There is a difference. 1024. Yeah, Rusty got $10 on last Friday, 824. So. Yeah, like I say, we thank you. I just don't have control over YouTube yet. By the looks of what's going on, let me pop this out. Pop out. By the look what's going on, they might have a problem with antitrust. You know, the censorship and all that.
Yeah.
The president is not happy. Oh, I know. Doesn't say. There's no way for me to check on it. Try participants. Yeah, no way for me to check on it. But it'll all work out. We thank you. Oh, sometimes, says Jack Snavely, says sometimes the posts don't show until I see it on the replay later.
Wow.
That's all on the YouTube side. Nothing I can do about it. Anyway, I think about that airplane there I've been working on for a year because of where I'm at.
Right.
I should have that done for next season, but I'm going to start building another one right away. I'm going to build another geodesic wing and fuselage and change one or two more things on the next one. We'll see how that one flies, but try to make it better.
So now, as far as this one here that you just showed me, what colors are you thinking about any color scheme already, or?
I got a killer color design. What I'm going to do with it.
Well, every one of your planes I've seen. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, there's Minnesota Mike. It finally showed up.
Yeah, I think all your color schemes. I mean, I love I can't think which one's my favorite, but I like a lot. I like all of them.
You saw the Monado, right?
Yes.
It's hanging over there. It's got gold leaf lettering. I'm probably going to do gold leaf on this next one.
Oh, wow.
But I think I'm probably going to do it a little different than I did on the gold leaf. Video tutorial I did. Minnesota Mike sent $19.99. We thank you for the super chat. I'm sorry that Google wasn't any faster, but I have no control on it. Anyway, yeah, it's going to be orange again.
Okay.
I'm going to use the same basic colors.
All right.
Orange, white, red, yellow. But it's also going to have a red, white, and blue scallop on the nose like my Continental, and it will have checkerboards on the leading edge. But
okay.
3-inch wide. Now, Howard Rush sent me his vector drawing for those checkerboards that he has on his airplane. I was thinking about using those, but the file that he sent me won't open up on my plotter, so I'm going to have him sent them in a PDF or DWF one. I don't know. He sent Howard always sends some kind of crazy files to me, file extensions that nobody can use. He's an engineer. That's what you get with engineers. They got to be your kid.
Yes. Hang on a second.
All right. Well, I guess. Uh-oh, what happened to my camera there? I guess I have to entertain you.
Well, I'm just right here.
R.W. Bishop, hey, all working here as usual. Okay.
Let me see here. Let me get your opinion on something. I don't know if you can see this here or not, but so that's my Strega, and I don't like the blue, and I was thinking about changing it with a green.
No, it won't look any better.
Okay.
If you're gonna change it, let me click on that again. If you're gonna change, I don't think green would be.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a color that'll work. I just don't like it. To me, it reminds me of McDonald's.
Yeah.
It just reminds me of McDonald's. It's like so goofy. I think the colors are just goofy. That's just my opinion.
Who painted that, or is that an ARP or what?
This is my ARP. I just, I fly it, so I want it to look better. I'm not going to go out of my way to do something expensive, but I have quite a few selection of colors. I was thinking of black. Take off the blue and replace it with black, or even I have like a charcoal gray.
Well, if you're gonna change a color, you would change the yellow to white, so then it'd be red, white, and blue.
That's an idea.
I don't know why they would put yellow on there.
Anyways,
we got it now, Mike. We see it now. It's just YouTube being slow. We appreciate it. I got to change my Dr. Pepper. I hadn't opened this when it's warm now, so I get a cold one. Rusty's playing hooky tonight. He's off at the beach, so you guys are stuck with me.
Yeah, life's the beach.
And been on for an hour, so we got about an hour left to go. One of the guys, I don't know whether you caught this or not, but one of the guys put on there, and no offense, but this is rather boring. This is not to watch. This is to participate. So if you want to, join in, you go to Stunt Hangar at the bench thread. There's a link there. It says, don't click on the picture because then you'll just be watching. But there's a link in there to click on to come in and join us. And make sure you have your mic and camera on, and you can ask a question or whatever.
Yeah.
Not that I know anything, but I'll give it my best shot.
Yeah. Well, you got 50 plus years, so you know something.
Yeah. I know I made it to the top 20 this year, but it's only by luck.
Yeah, you did pretty good for only 9 flights for the year.
Wasn't very many.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Getting back to the electric, I have like 400 flights on my Strega, but I think it's 411. But so many of them were, trimming the engine runs. I mean, so many of them were the engines. I mean, I've had so many, engine runs that I was trying to adjust the trying to find the right prop, it's just a lot of stuff. They weren't all like good runs. So with the electric, you get the same engine run, I hear, every single time. And I'm thinking it might cut that down where I get some productivity, not just flights,
Huh. Well, Super Tiger 60s run absolutely perfect every time. PA 75s run absolutely, all the PAs run perfect every time. And as far as propellers go, I mean, I've been using 13.6 rev ups on Super Tiger 60s for 40 years, and they always run the same. They run exactly the same every time. I never touch the needle all year long, really.
Wow.
Just go up and down the nitro. It gets hot yet, higher nitro, and it gets cold, go down to 5%.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have a really good engine run now. I'm just saying early on, it was just a trial and error,
Well, how much experience had you had with that motor?
Oh, none. Matter of fact, the advice I had around me wasn't good. And so.
Well, why don't you call the guy who, handles that engine, Tom Dixon, and say, what do I do here?
You know what? I actually tried that, and I'm not gonna be wrong. It didn't work back then. And maybe my engine had too many shims in it, but it didn't work. But Tom and I have talked, and we're on the same page. I have the same setup that he's talking about, but so Walter Hicks actually got me squared away because he went to the Worlds, I think, or some Nats in Muncie, and he saw the guys at the World Championship, and he saw them with their Discovery and retro motors and how they were running, which is basically a very similar motor to the Stalker. And you saw how they were running like in a 4-cycle the whole time. And once I did that and just used the pitch of the prop for my speed and lap times, it started working like a dream.
That's pretty basic stuff there. I mean, never argue generalities with specifics or vice versa or whatever. If it would have been me and I wouldn't have known anything about that engine, I'd have called him up and said, how many head shims do you run? How much does your airplane weigh? How many head shims do you have? What percentage nitro are you running? What pitch prop? What diameter prop? I mean, you got to ask all them specifics. What RPM do you let it go at? What venturi size do you have in it? And then, go from there.
Yeah. So I didn't ask maybe the venturi size, but now it's squared away. I mean, I flew it today, and I was very pleased with the run. And I've been pleased with the run for months. I've been getting last couple of months. I found out that I had a problem with it slowing down above 45 degrees. It was the tank I made. My fuel pickup wasn't in the right spot. I put another tank in there, and ever since then, it's been running great.
Went to a FCM, of course, for Rogers Memorial.
Right.
I didn't fly very good, or the wind was terrible. At least for my flights, the wind was howling. And I couldn't hit a wing over, so that set the whole flight up to look like crap. I think I ended up way down at the bottom of the file.
Wow.
As I do every year. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. There was one guy there who had a Super Tiger 60 in his airplane. It sounded nothing like mine. I could tell it was a Super Tiger, but it was running its guts out, and John and I were talking about it, and I should have asked the guy what he was using it for propeller and for venturi and fuel. But you heard my engine run on tape.
Oh, that was just so unbelievable. Yeah, it's a great engine run.
It runs like that all of them run like that every time. All of them. I got a brand new one in the box. up there now, and I have the Venturi for it and a spray bar. And if you set it up the same way, with this, it'll run the same exact way. And I've been doing that for 40 years. That's
Yeah.
a great engine.
I have like 3 Super Tiger 60s. And one of them has been reworked by Frank Bowman.
And the stock one will be just fine. Trust me. Frank Bowman knows his shit on the rings. But as far as a Tom Lay or Randy Smith, my engine builder's Benito Super Tiger.
Yes. Well, you know, I actually had a twister. I had a OS Max 40 FP that was reworked by Tom Muggleton, and I had borrowed the motor from a friend of mine, and then I gave his motor back to him, and I bought a motor off of eBay, OS Max 40 FP,
and it ran exactly the same.
Yeah, I couldn't tell the difference. But this is when I was a beginner. Maybe there was a difference back then. I just couldn't see it or feel it. And then I have another friend who had a 46 BF that was reworked by somebody, and
one run exactly the same.
But his stock went in. He couldn't tell the difference. So I don't know. But I tell you one thing, my Super Tiger 51 that was reworked by Randy Smith. And I have 2 other stock Super Tiger 51s. That one that's by Randy Smith is head and shoulders above the other 2. There is no question.
You got the same Venturi in it?
Yeah, same Venturi. It is a nicer motor. It's smoother and it's more powerful. I went from 66 lines eyelet to eyelet down to 63 when I had to replace the motor, and I was astounded the difference. Yeah, that was one reworked motor that was really nice. I mean, this Super Tiger you get from the 51, the G51 you get from Randy Smith. They're the ones that are made in Italy. When you buy the ones from Tower Hobbies or when they're available, they were made in China. The China ones don't compare to that Italian one. That's my experience.
I don't know, I showed a picture the other night of one of my Vipers. That was FP40. No, that was, yeah, oh yeah, that was an FP40 on a pipe on that one. That worked pretty good, believe it or not. It had a Lesnerian pipe with an FP40. It worked pretty good.
You had a header on the side that went back behind the motor?
Yeah, Bob McDonald made it for me.
Wow.
And I was talking about my 32. I had a 32F, same motor that's in my Nobler here. And there, it's on the forum at the gallery. It's a red airplane. The engine is cocked sideways so that the pipe goes right straight down the center.
Right. Yeah.
And this motor here is a powerhouse too. It's got more power than a 40, that helicopter engine. I need to finish this because I think it'd probably be fun to fly someday.
Yeah, someday.
I can't believe I guess people don't like me as much as they like Rusty.
Well, you know what? Friday nights we get going probably not around 7:30. Sometimes I don't get on the call till around this time. I come on sometimes. Friday night just starts late, so I wouldn't take it personally. It's just people don't show up till later. It's a late show. Friday night gets humming probably around 8. You know, but.
It won't be the late show for me. We'll go about another half an hour, and then I gotta get up, and I'm gonna cut my airplane up tomorrow, so I gotta be ready for that.
Right.
Of course, you can stay on, but then nobody can get here. I don't know.
Well, you just record this part, and then if I'm still up to it, I can go and create a new link, a new hangout.
Yeah. You don't have any way to record it?
I downloaded that OBS, but I haven't even opened it up.
Oh, that's that's good.
Yeah, well, yeah, I just been busy.
You
I want to
should,
ask you a question.
go ahead.
You ever tried the engine bearers having incidents, like a down incidents at all? Have you ever tried that?
Absolutely not. What are you, crazy? You've been listening to Brett?
No. I got a plane plans, and it shows. I'm not sure if it's 1 degree or less, but it's a little bit of a down incidence.
Well, what happened? For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction, right?
Right.
If we got down thrust like this, what's the airplane going to do?
Going to turn down really quick, really easy.
No, it goes up. It's if your engine's pointed down, it causes the airplane to rise. For every action, the action is
Sure.
down. Equal and opposite reaction, the airplane will rise.
I thought it would turn quicker on outsides.
Yeah, you'd think so. And it might, but no. 0, 0, 0. 3 degrees motor offset. You got. If you could see my airplane up close, well, the nose is as bent as yours. Yeah, it is. But you know what? I got line tension overhead.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want any incidents in the state. I read that stuff on the forum. Yeah, we got down thrust in the engine and a positive incidents in the stabilizer and rudder offset 15 degrees. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
The line's back.
I haven't done that yet, or I'm probably not going to do that. But I've just been contemplating this, staying true to the plans, or go 0, 0, 0, you know?
And zeros. What airplane is it?
It's a Pathfinder, but it's a built-up fuselage.
Well, that's important.
It's not the LE. It's the Mach 2 Pathfinder plans, but but there's a built-up plans for it.
Ask Gordon Delaney.
All right.
I think he's the designer, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a designer, but he didn't design a Mach 2 that was built up. He did an LE that was the last edition Pathfinder that was built up. So I've spoken to Gordon before.
He's a nice guy. Ask him, do you have down thrust in your engine? No. You might, but do what you want. It wouldn't be me putting down thrust in it.
Yeah.
Funny story about Ron O'Toole. They were at the Nats one year, and they all had, Billy and Bob McDonald and them guys all had Thunderbolts. So Bob McDonald says, "Man, I can get this airplane to turn. It won't turn." So Billy looked down in there, and he saw this big metal motor plate that the engine was sitting on. He unscrewed the engine, took the motor plate out, threw it away, just threw it like that out of there. You don't need that. Bolted the motor bit down. He said, "It'll turn now." Yeah, it'll turn. So Ron gets to looking at Billy's airplane, and Ron's got quirky sense of humor. He goes, "Billy, is there a new thing going on now?" He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Is in thrust? Is that the new thing to make it lighter on the lines?" He goes, "I don't have in thrust." He goes, "Yeah, you do." And so Billy looks down at it. Sure enough, it's got like 3 degrees in thrust.
Oh no! Wow.
So he turned his airplane upside down, undid the motor, pointed the motor out.
Yeah, that
You're-
could happen.
You heard when I told Billy asked me, I built 4 of those, and he said, "Are you going to build any more of those?" And I go, "Nope." He goes, "How come?" I go, "Poor design." he looked at me, "What?" He's still flying that. But the trick between the trick that makes Billy's airplane magical is it's 53 ounces.
Yeah.
And in 2004, when I went to the Worlds and started measuring that thing, I built mine before there was any plan.
Right.
And they asked me what I'm doing. I said, "I'm going to build a couple of these." And they said, "Yeah, right, whatever." But I built 2 of them right after that. And one thing I didn't do was pick Billy's airplane up. See, my airplane was portly as almost 70 ounces.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
And it flew and it was all right. But had I have done any real research, and picked up the airplane and noticed that it was 53 ounces, that's what made it magic.
Yes. Yeah, that's a big difference. 70 ounces versus 53. That's a totally different airplane.
For 700 squared.
Yeah.
I'm happy in the 58 ounce range. I think this one's going to be right at 60 ounces. There's nothing I can do.
And how big is the wing?
It's 700 inches.
Wow.
It's the same size as my other one.
Wow, that's amazing. 58 ounces.
And my June RXL is 58 ounces. I think this other one's probably going to be 60 ounces because I got putting a PA in it with a pipe and all that. But I did get the pipe made lighter. I have another pipe here. This pipe here has no stinger on it. It just has a little thing coming out. And
Right.
it's a lot shorter than this.
Yeah.
A long way shorter. But this one's heavier. It weighs 88 grams. Which
Wow.
is mode 2 1/10 ounces. So this is 2 1/10. And this is 1 1/8, so about 1 3/4 ounces.
Wow.
Plus, I got to cut some of it off, so it'll be even lighter than that. Now, this doesn't have as much glue on it, so it might not last very long. But if you can get 1 season out of it, that's plenty.
Yeah, I've never flown a pipe ship. I don't know what that's like.
They got lots of power. VA-75, I'm not sure really needs a pipe, but it does hold it back on the downhill side. But I think that has a lot to do with the disc size too. Because when I was running the 75s on my Thunderbolts, I was running a 15.45 propeller on it.
Right.
15 inches. That baby was like a baseball bat.
Yeah, I know.
That airplane, if you pointed it up and just let it go, it would have went out of sight. It had thrust out the butt. It was unreal.
And then when you went back down, did it slow down or was it?
Oh, yeah. It has the pipe to slow the RPM down, and it has that great big disc on it. Like when you drop a piece of plywood on the ground effects, slowing it down. So, some of the guys like Paul Walker and Brett and all them, they want little tiny propellers. I want the biggest propeller I can get on there.
Yeah, that's how windy was too. My Strega right now, I switch between 15 and 14-inch props.
The 15-inch propeller, more line tension.
Yeah, I gotta do them back to back. There was a time I took a week off. I haven't flown in a week. Last time I flew it, it had a 15-inch prop. Today I put a 14-inch prop, and I was in a hurry to get to the field, and I didn't have the hardware to put the other prop on because one prop has a bigger hole, and the other prop didn't. So I needed to have the hardware to get the bigger prop on. But someone was waiting for me, so I just grabbed this 14-inch prop and I flew that today.
Minnesota Mike says, yep, in free flight, we tilt the engines down as much as 5 degrees. So when you point the engine down, it causes the airplane to rise.
Wow, okay. Interesting. As much as 5 degrees. Wow.
Now that equal and opposite reaction doesn't pertain to motor offset though, because it doesn't fly in at you when you point the motor out.
Yeah.
But it does when you point the motor down, tend to want to rise up. So now think about that. If you got the motor pointed down and it wants to rise up, when you turn it upside down, it's gonna want to go down.
Yeah.
You're always going to be wanting to input control in it to hold it up off the ground, to get the hunting business going on. I don't know about on camera about the double whammy that I got on my elevators, but back in the day they used to ogle their control horn out so that the elevators had slop in it.
Right.
Well, that's to make it dead around neutral. Well, then they started making the elevators thicker and the stabilizer thicker and the elevator thinner to block out some of the elevator movement, which I did on that. Then on top of that, I also have that knuckle
right
at the double whammy. It should be real dead around neutral. When you turn it upside down, just lay in the groove.
Right.
But the next ones John and I build are going to have a little bit thicker trailing edge, and it's going to have that knuckle in the trailing edge as well. So that one of the things that I almost crashed one year at the Nats, I think that was 2010 when I flew my Supermarine there. Now, the Supermarine had a 66-inch wingspan, PA 61 or 65 in it. It weighed 59 ounces.
Wow.
Guppy. Had a real short nose, 9.5-inch nose and a 17-inch tail. Real fat. There's a picture of that in the gallery too, and I still got the airplane, but that airplane there, Bob Wiley says, it needs tape on the hinges. Well, we taped up the hinges. I made the control so damn stiff, almost hit the ground.
Wow.
Ripped that tape off of there and went flying. So, ain't gonna be no more tape hinge lines for me.
Yeah, I tape all my hinge lines on my planes, but I don't have that knuckle. Your hinges are. I don't think you probably need a tape because you got a uniform leak. Where when you put in regular barrel hinges, it's possible that it's not totally uniform, and your leaks can be different from one hinge to another or one panel to another. It could be a little different. Here comes Jane.
Hey.
Hey.
Well, you got 45 minutes to get out of your system.
Tonight.
Your shirt's cut off. Chicks dig my body.
Chicks dig my body. Little brave.
All right.
Put a zombie in.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Where the hell is everybody at?
What you gonna do with that tool?
Oh, get out of my way before I step on it. Get off of there. No room.
What plane is that? Is that a magician?
Yeah. I had started messing with it again the other night.
How'd your repair come out? Last time I saw you was working on your repair.
Oh, I ain't touched it since. I got the it's a fuselage is epoxy back, and wing is back in there. It no longer moves. All the cracks are CA'd, and now it's clean up, tear off the old fillet where it's broke at, and redo the fillet, cover it, throw the landing gear back on. Do it. Just ain't been motivated, and all kind of other things going on.
Well, let's see if this guy. The guy has sent me the picture.
Yeah.
Come on. Okay. So let's do this. Got to resize this picture for this guy. He can't get it posted. Okay, so at least I know where it's at. Having the computer across the room, my eyes aren't that good anymore. I can hardly see. So let's do this. You guys still there?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay. Okay, I see it. Okay. Sorry about this, but gotta take care of this. Open that up.
That tool you have on your form that works to resize pictures. I mean, it takes me several times to get it right, but it works.
Online.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where is everybody tonight, man?
That's what Sparky was asking earlier.
Like hell, where did he go?
Rusty's at the beach.
Selected.
Oh, he's at the beach.
Yeah, Rusty's at the beach. Back to the beach.
Yeah.
Desktop.
So I went out flying today, Jamie. I got my motor back from Tom Dixon.
Uh-huh.
My Stalker 81, and runs great.
Cool. So hopefully now no more hassles.
Yes.
Can't even find that picture.
And I've been resurrecting my Vector. I have a Brodak Vector that I first competed with like 5 years ago, and I've been working on that.
P1. P1. Maybe M-N-O-P. There it is. Open. Make him 50% smaller. Collectively. Oh,
Did
yeah.
Kevin buy a chipmunk off of you, James?
A chipmunk and an acrobat.
Oh, very cool.
I was gonna keep them. I had got a deal on 3 kits, and I was gonna keep them. I was gonna keep the acrobat because I don't like the chipmunk. I don't like the way it looks. It may be a good flying plane. If the plane don't looks good to me, I don't care how good it flies. I'm not gonna,
Yeah.
But
that's. I mean, you gotta look at it the whole time. You don't like it.
Yeah. I mean, Acrobat, I kind of like the way it looked until I opened up that kit, man. And I seen the molded parts and you have to glue together. Oh, no. I'm not dealing with that nonsense.
Kevin,
Happy birthday. What?
There he is.
yeah, I was just talking to James about the chipmunk and the acrobat.
What, flying rocks? Yeah.
Yeah, it was the molded cowling and whatnot turned me off on
I
Acrobat.
love that molded cow. I bought 6 of them from Sig.
That molded cow is on your ringmaster, right?
Yeah, got one on my ringmaster. It makes life easy.
It looks good. It looks good. The ringmaster looks really sweet.
Yeah, I was looking at the drawings of that Acrobat. I seen how much that cowling like sticks out and whatnot. It's like even like the cowling for the Noble Arf doesn't appeal to me, And I've seen some done, and it looks good and whatnot. It's just
Yeah, I cut my nobler cow. I cut the top of it off and put a top lock in there. I showed you pictures of it already. You saw it, James. Yeah, I made it look like nothing like the how when I got it.
Oh yeah, that thing looked good.
See you, Sparky. It's filling up.
Yeah. In
Yeah.
half an hour.
Told you Friday nights people have to go party first or something.
I had pool league, otherwise I would have been here when it started. But
Well, it is Labor Day weekend. Some people out traveling around.
yeah, I mean I'm going to Dallas tomorrow afternoon.
What's happening there?
Contest.
Oh well, good luck at the contest, man.
How do you put pictures up
Yeah,
here?
I mean I'm gonna miss the Saturday, but
Ah,
I'm gonna go for the PA and for the big old wrap.
Yeah. Do you mean flying? This would be your second competition in intermediate, or your third, or what?
Second.
Second. Okay.
Much rather have the twister flying it with the twist.
Oh yeah, of course. But
But I flew my primary force last Saturday. The first I've ever flown it. And I mean, I guess flying the twister a little bit and then going to that one is like I'm not heavy handing it too much. It still don't like triangles and the hourglass, but I'm learning to not jerk it. Just keep it high and just through those 2 maneuvers, make it as pretty as I can without risking the plane. Unlike the twister where I could do a 6-foot bottom and fine with it. But this one is going to be more or less an 8 or 10-foot bottom.
right.
If not higher.
Yeah, my hourglass could use some work. My tendency is to make it kind of flat, as opposed to making it narrow. So I make a lot more work than what's necessary because I have it so wide.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I go up on top, I guess that's the second corner. I'm not turning it long enough, so I even worsen it by going further back and then having them do this incredible, third corner, which is I'm almost flying inverted. I'm exaggerating, by the way. I'm not flying that bad, but I mean, of all the maneuvers, I got to work on my hourglass. to make it more straight up, more vertical, and squeeze it so that it really is a vertical maneuver. It's not flat, you know.
Yeah.
What you got there, Sparky? Oh wow, foo bird. What is a foo bird?
I don't know.
Fuber.
Got a low AMA.
It might be like a rendering saying a foobar, probably.
Foober.
Yeah.
And then looks like Kevin's trying to show us something too. Kevin's showing us his
Master. The Thing Master.
The Thing Master. Okay, excuse me. The Thing Master.
Yeah, the up and down airplane. One that don't fly level. There's giant outsides and real tight insides.
Giant outsides and real tight insides.
Yeah, she's got that big 3-cell battery underneath the wing.
Looks like a chipmunk cowl on a ringmaster.
It sure is. That's why it's a Thing Master.
Yeah, that picture doesn't do any justice. It looks really good in person.
Yeah, it's a bad picture.
Man, I went and buy some tennis for my handle to change out because I had the same tape for the last year on it. And it didn't have the like the cloth sticky back one that you just wrap it. And that's what I thought I had grabbed, but instead I got this weird padded crap.
Yeah, I think I bought that same crap twice. I've been trying to find the cloth which is sticky on both sides. You're right. I don't know. I haven't had much success finding that. Parker, do you wrap your handles?
Yep.
Well, what do you use?
Tennis racket. Go to the tennis racket shop, you know, or sporting goods and get tennis racket tape.
So is it sticky on both sides or just sticky on one side?
Sticky on both sides. It's like gauze.
Yeah, that's a good one. It conforms to your fingers and it's comfortable. It soaks up the sweat. You know, it's
any sporting goods shop has that stuff.
I couldn't hear what you said. You said it was double sided, sticky on both sides, or sticky on one side?
Sticky on both sides.
Okay.
like I had a roll. I wrapped my handle with it. And stupid me let the roll, you know, touch each other, and I couldn't get it unwrapped. Just had to do it again. The roll was just trash.
Yeah, I need to rewrap my handle with something like that. That's important to have your handle where it sticks to your hand. And
Yeah, so used to having her. Last thing I need is something on, not on there, and it for some stupid reason be in the back of my mind.
Right.
Lines in handle. I went on Amazon and I bought that Russian guy's Russian lines, the 18,000. Or the 18? Yeah, no, 16,000 lines, and he wrote me a letter stating that I got the wrong stuff. I said, okay, well, what's the right stuff? So it was a 6-strand, 16,000 wire. He sent me 14.5 thousandths 4-strand wire. And so we're going to try those, 64 foot long. Bob Hunt says they make a huge difference. I'll let you know how they do.
Yeah, I'd be interested to know. Yeah, I've seen them on Amazon for like $25.
Yeah. They're nice lines. I mean, as long as they're the same length.
Yeah. Well, you have to terminate them. You have to either crimp them or wrap your own lines, right?
Nope, they're ready to go.
They're ready to go. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You get them to whatever length you want.
This stuff might not be that comfortable.
Well, as long as they're exactly the same length, like you said, that's important to me. Is all my lines, I make my own lines, and so I can at the contest switch lines and don't have any difference in neutral, you know.
I got 3,000 foot of various lines. I won't use stainless because or solids because they stick.
Yeah.
I like those too, but I ain't gonna go for those.
Yeah, I've never flown on solids. That requires too much maintenance for me.
Yeah, it does.
That's why on grass. So I don't think solids would be suitable for grass, right?
I don't know. I don't use them.
Yeah, I think solids are good for when you're on a hard surface.
Doesn't Dave fly solids?
No,
No.
no, he flies only Tom Morris lines.
I'll be darned.
That's all I've been using is Tom Morris lines, but like I said, I got 3,000 foot of lines plus these Russian lines. We'll let you know.
Oh, David Midgley sent me a friend request. Never talked to that dude named Bob.
I met him at Rodax a couple years ago.
And I always heard his name on Wendy's videos and whatnot, but I mean,
Yeah, when I was at Rodax, Sparky was there, but I met Joe Adamusco, Dave Midgley, and Jacobone. And also there's another guy that hangs around with Wendy. Did a lot of design work for him. Is that Lee something?
No, that's Les Demmett.
Yeah, Les Demmett. Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of like a video reunion, except for Wendy.
Yeah.
Wendy wasn't there, but that would have been cool if Wendy would have been there.
You never met him?
Never met Wendy. And it was neat to meet Tom Morris because when I called Tom Morris, I always introduced myself as this is Charles Carter from Escondido, California. And so we was at Brodax, and Tom was talking to someone else. And when he finally finished talking to that person, he turned around, and I said, "Hi, I'm Charles Carter from Escondido, California." And we both got a good laugh out of that.
And he said, hello.
Yeah, yeah. Very good. Yeah, that's exactly what he does.
in fact, that's how he answered the phone the one time I called him.
Yeah.
But you got to sound like him. Hello.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I ordered some stuff from Tom this week myself. I got a flap horn, elevator horn, and some titanium left thread inserts.
Yeah, I got to work out his stunt hanger payment in the morning.
Hey,
I got a question. Right, no?
I ordered those left-hand threads from Tom, and he sent me 3mm shafts size. They were bigger diameter than the right-handed thread for the push rods. Push in.
Say that one more time, Kevin. I trying to understand what you said.
Okay. The threaded inserts from Tom Morris.
Yeah.
You got, the hose, the barb that goes in the push rod.
Right.
Well, when I ordered them left and right, I got the American size ones for right-hand thread, but he sent me 3mm ones for the left-hand thread, and they won't fit his push rods.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's
I didn't call them to say anything. I have a bunch of 3mm arrow shafts, so I just used them in my 3mm shafts.
Well, I want you to know this. It's not Tom that fills the orders.
Oh, okay.
It's the girls there. So, Tom has a crew working for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if there's a problem, if you call him up, he'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely will. He definitely is good at that.
Yeah, I use RSM's left hand, right hand threaded couplers. I like them.
Watch some of those. Kind of scare me.
Yeah. I bought some off Eric Rule too. They look nice. So I have the left hand, right hand thread, the one that goes over the tube. I think that's actually a good deal. Actually, yes, exactly. I got that set up.
Yep.
Yep.
Except don't do it like me and put two left-handed threads on each end.
Yeah, don't. I won't do that.
That's all I use. Yeah.
But you know what I find though, because since I use ball links, is that if you use the left and the right hand, the push rod's so tight. It's so tight in the ball links, you have to like really pry it to really turn it. And that way, I can just unball and then turn the ball link however many times I need to trim or whatever, and bolt it back, and I'm done. I'm not sitting there straining, sweating, fighting a little carbon push rod.
You might want to try tapping. Just tap the ball links, make sure their threads are nice and easy, I don't know exactly.
Yeah, I mean, what?
I'm working my vector. I had the same problem just last night. I was trying to adjust it, and it's like I'm straining, but it's already in the plane, and I'm like, I should have just tapped those ball links out because they were really hard to turn.
What would you guys do if you had to use regular solder push rod like I do?
Oh, I can solder. I've done both.
I prefer those.
The solder push rods are much looser than the ball links.
Yeah, but they're hard to adjust, though, right? How do you adjust your?
You have to do it. You have the soldered ends and the bush horns and crank and everything. You have to be more meticulous in setup. You have to make sure that it's absolutely perfect when you put it together. But if you think about it, why is it looser than the ball link? Well, the ball link has a 1/4 inch of surface on each one of those balls. And a 1/4 inch by 3/16 wide surface, that ball is rubbing up in there, 1/4 inch wide, 3/16 wide, 1/4 inch diameter.
Right.
Whereas as a bush horn only has an 1/8 inch. 1/8 inch by 16.
Right.
A lot more sloppy, but you got to make sure the ends are absolutely parallel. Everything is straight. Everything,
Right.
a lot easier.
Yeah, I just want the adjustability. I mean, is your push rod adjustable?
Why would I need to adjust it?
So that if you find that it turns quicker one way than the other, you can lengthen or shorten the push rod to offset that.
Why would it turn quicker or faster the other way, one way or the other?
I don't know, but if it happens, I like to be able to get out of that box and fix it.
It doesn't happen if you pay attention when you build the airplane. Build it straight, on a piece of glass. Make sure you got no incidents. Make sure the flaps are zeroed and the elevators are zeroed. The motor is zeroed, not with 2 degrees of down thrust.
Right. I understand.
Yeah. I can't even tell on the camera, but they're kind of like obviously one's thinner than the other one.
Oh, I missed it, Kevin. You're too quick.
Okay, see.
Okay. Yeah.
That's that won't fit in his push rods.
Right.
And here's the right hand thread, and it's just fine.
Okay. I see. Yeah, you should call Tom. He'll fix it real quick. I had an issue with
It wasn't a big deal. I got a bunch of 3mm stuff from RC cars, so.
Yeah, but
Or get a little bit and wallow it out a little.
I mean, those inserts are about $9, right?
They're $7 a piece.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. $7 to me is I want what I ordered.
That much. Or that is no way, because I bought like 10 each. There's no way I'd spend $70 on. Connector.
I'm getting a special deal.
Let me see what I paid.
Maybe they're $3 a piece.
Yeah.
You talking about the left-hand thread? That one's expensive.
$7 for the pair. That's what it is.
Well, I haven't got
Oh,
my.
that's not bad.
You know, I haven't got my.
Compared to Eric's, probably 5 each. In fact, I got my invoice from Eric when I bought them. There we go. Let's see. Yep, $6 each. There we go. Right hand, left
Those
hand.
from RSM.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like them a little bit. Maybe welded. They're $2.50 done.
Yeah, I'm Stunt Hangar, so I get the special discount.
You deserve it.
Yeah, it's $1 more for me. It don't matter. I don't even worry about whatever it costs is whatever it costs.
Right. What can we do about it, right?
Right.
You can't go to Costco and get it.
Yeah. Mela.
I don't even think Amazon has anything like that.
No. I'm not sure what they're for. They're probably for RC cars.
Which ones are that?
Those
left red insert.
right-hand turnbuckles.
Right-hand turnbuckles? Yeah, they're for
What
tire
you
rod.
showed there, the push rod ends, aren't they for RC cars?
Yeah, the ball joints usually yes.
The ends, the titanium ends.
I've been looking at the aluminum ones. They're not that much heavier than the plastic, but they are expensive as all get out.
I'm talking about the titanium ends that you just showed. Aren't they for RC cars?
Oh, those ones? No, I've never used any glue ends like that on RC cars. They have the adjustable titanium turnbuckles, though. They have a left-hand thread on one side and right hand on the other. But they don't have anything that long where you could use it as a push rod. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to lose my mind.
Oh, shit. Turnbuckles laying around.
I cannot find an average.
Oh, this is like watching myself, Jamie. I know exactly what you're going through.
It was sad. I mean, it's either it's on my bench. It's never in any other place because it goes from box to bench, bench to box. And but the thing is, I bought a new box at Home Depot. One of them 3 stackable on wheel thingamajiggies. So I ain't got to carry 5, 6 different things at a time. I could fit my fuel at the bottom, tools in the middle, and then the little boxes of accessories on top, and that's it. And apparently, put that damn thing somewhere. And who the hell knows where the hell it went?
You know, it's going to be the last place you look. That's when you're going to find it.
It's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I have no doubt in my mind. No doubt.
Okay, it's $40 for 10, so that's $4 a piece. Yeah, that's what I paid for.
Wow. Okay. Well, I haven't got my bill yet. I was looking at this 2016 catalog, and it said there were more than that.
Which catalog?
You can think
Tom Moore's catalog.
I know Tom Morris had a catalog.
Yeah, it's PDF.
Oh, I just go by whatever's on Stunt
I
Hangar.
have this right now because I just so happened to pick mine up. What are we looking at again?
Left-hand thread titanium insert.
Yeah, I just bought these in April.
Let's see. All he shows is titanium insert. Left hand is stainless, unless that's just a typo. But the right hand's $250, and the left hand stainless is $395.
Okay. Yeah, I bought titanium. I think they're more expensive.
Where'd you get titanium at?
That's what he has on his on its catalog.
Sure about that?
Yeah.
Yep, I'm looking at it.
Like, let me get the catalog.
Right here.
Oh, that catalog. Oh shit! I thought it was packing material.
Yeah,
Right.
see, there he is. Yeah, titanium. And how much is that titanium insert?
$250. Stainless is $395.
Oh, that's good. I haven't gotten the bill yet. I thought it was more than that. You know, I'm probably thinking of the double flap horn I got. That was $9, 9 and change. The double, the thick one. The yeah. Okay, well, good.
Dang it, no. What the hell did I do with that stupid thing?
Well,
Okay.
for all the viewers that are on there, you better get in here because we got about 10 minutes and then I'm going to shut her off. I'm about dead tired.
Yeah.
I know you're tired, Kevin. You're normally
I've been off work, man. I slept all day.
all right. Very good.
I've been.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
I injured my hand.
Oh, I didn't see your hand yet. Let me see your hand.
Not bad at all. It's coming back to normal now. It was all swelled up big like this.
Oh, you got bigger hands than Trump. So that means
Yeah. But nah, I got the swelling came down quite a bit. Should be able to fly Monday with no problem.
Where do you live?
A couple miles from Charles. Well, maybe 40.
Daylight there, is that a light behind you?
That's my light.
Oh, okay.
There's a light behind my couch right underneath that clock. An air conditioner.
I was shining through the window. Daylight still.
Oh, no, that's my LED lights on my workbench.
Gotcha.
Bingo. How's that?
Oh, it was fine the other way.
yeah, it's fine either way. But yeah, those LED lights are bright.
The Jesus glow right there.
Yeah, you kind of like
Sparky, you're a man of many things. You might know what the hell. When I had goddamn kits that Kevin now has, the dude included like a bunch of control line stuff, some long cranks, yada yada. But in this, I got diameters 0.58 Kevlar cord and a cord sleeve, same diameter 0.58. What the hell is that used for?
You wrap the end of the push rod. When you put the insert in with the KB weld, then after the insert's dry, go around it with the end of the push rod where it sticks in there, and then put some 5-minute epoxy on it so that the push rod end doesn't unravel.
Oh, I got you. So just slide it in on the insert, dig a weld, put the rod in, and then kind of like the epoxy with the sewing thread thing, so like it don't split.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, because it came with these sleeves as well, and
I also put
sleeves.
that on my control horns when I glue them in. Over the brass bearings on the control horns, they slide in. I put a piece of that over it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
The sleeves are what you should use. If you got sleeves, don't worry about that Kevlar wire. Just put, when you're putting it together, put JB weld on the end of that push rod and then push the sleeve down over the top of it. That makes it solid.
Yeah, cool. All right, well, at least I know it's useful.
I use that Kevlar thread to sew my ribs together. You go top to bottom, bottom to top, all the way out to the tip, then turn around and come back so it's etched between ribs.
Huh.
And it acts as another spar, but doesn't weigh anything.
That's for sure. That's interesting.
That's a good idea.
I do that on I-beam wings. It's called sewing the ribs. It makes the wing less flexible.
How do you put epoxy on that Kevlar? Or you just leave
A drop of CA.
Oh, CA, okay.
You go through the rib, drop a CA, then go down, drop a CA, then go up, drop a CA, back all the way out to the tip, go from the center of the wing all the way to the tip, turn around and come back so that they're X'd, and then where they X, you can put a drop of CA, you hit it with kicker, and that makes a spar.
Right.
Weighs nothing.
Wow, that's a great idea.
The secret. I know lots of secrets.
Yeah, I bet. Now, where do you buy that Kevlar at?
Kevlar store.
Yeah. Just
Full of jokes.
go online and type in Kevlar thread.
All right. Well, see what I'm talking about, Sparky? Now Steve shows up.
Hey, Steve.
We're going.
You know what?
In
You might
5
do,
minutes, you guys will be hanging out by yourself.
Yeah. What happened to Rusty tonight? He go to a contest or something, or
He's at the beach.
back at the beach?
yeah.
How's your plane coming, Sparky?
I'm going to cut it apart tomorrow.
What happened?
I'm going to lengthen the tail moment.
Why is that?
I just want to be different.
Oh, okay.
Wants to porkerize it.
Yeah.
No,
I could finish it the way it is, but I want it longer, inch longer.
An inch?
Sound like my ex, man.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Richard Pryor joke.
Yeah, I was kind of talking to Bob, and he was saying about tighter corners and, make them a little nose heavier and force the turn and they come out more stable. But I was kind of wondering about a longer tail moment to make that airplane come out a little more stable on squares.
Anytime you stretch things away from the center of gravity, it adds weird effects. The only reason why I wanted an inch longer seat, my Junar has a 16-inch tail moment. Well, these are exactly the same, except I'm going to run a 1 ounce heavier engine, so I need more leverage on the back, so I need to make it a 17-inch tail moment. But I'd much rather have it 16, because it takes less time to go around the corner. Bob's 100% correct on running a nose-heavy airplane with lots of elevator and force it around the corner. That's how we used to do it in the 60s, and I don't know what 60s and 70s. I don't know why they went away, got to these tail-heavy airplanes.
Yeah, see, I don't know about all that kind of stuff, but I was just, thinking about that when we were over there in France and stuff to wonder, how not to make the airplane bounce, because I think Samantha's airplane was a little bit tail heavy and it bounced when she come out of corners and stuff.
Got to be super quick with the handle if you're going to run a tail-heavy airplane.
Yeah.
I'm too old for that quick shit, so I need nose heavy. They're more directionally stable
Yeah.
when it's nose heavy.
So
Hey,
how
what's
will
on?
how will you stretch it? Just move the elevator back and add to the back of it, or?
I'm not going to add anything to it. I'm just going to move the elevator back 1 inch.
Oh, okay.
Cut the top off, move it, make a 1 inch longer push rod, move the elevator stabilizer back 1 inch, glue the top back on, and ready to go. It'll be done.
Or have you kind of done a pre-balance and seen how you think it's going to balance? Is that why, or?
No, I'm just, educated guess.
Oh, okay. Is that 75 a little heavier than the Super Tiger 60?
Yep.
Oh,
About
okay.
an ounce heavier for the motor, and then all the rest of the rigmarole that goes underneath is going to be about 3 ounces heavier gross weight for the pipe and the header and all that other business.
Oh, you decided now to go with a pipe motor, huh?
Yeah, I got the pipe right here. This is a special pipe Randy made for me. It's 1 3/4 ounces.
Oh, okay.
As opposed to the 2-ounce turd.
Who made the other pipe?
This one,
No, the other one there that was.
the Randy pipe.
Oh, I do like the stinger on that one better. I hate them rubber ass deflectors or whatever.
Yeah, but I can cut part of that off, so you lose some of that weight there too.
I just found that they killed performance. You know,
But
but
at 75, it don't matter. You can take away half the performance, and it'll still be twice as much as you need.
yeah.
Yeah, in my experience too, also that they do kill some performance. I just keep cutting it until I get the performance back. I just cut it at an angle that the stinger, and then I get the performance back. When they're stocked, they're just extraordinarily long. I just keep cutting it, and cutting it.
Well, it's too bad that Mac is, Mac Headers, that guy's gone, because I used to get his diverters made out of aluminum, and they're a long sweep 90. And if you look in our mechanical books when we're figuring pipe sizing and stuff like that,
Right.
between a long sweep and a short sweep, you can double the amount of flow through a long sweep, same diameter, just by stretching out that angle.
Right.
And
I want to thank you for coming. You guys can stay here and play all night long, but I'm going to bed, so that's the end of the Stunt Hangar portion of this. You guys stay and talk.
all right.
And,
Thanks.
appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate the support from Minnesota Mike and your donation there, Kevin.
No
Appreciate
problem.
that.
Good night there.
So I gotta work on my plane tomorrow, and then I'm headed for St. Louis. I'll probably do some live show or something from St. Louis. So till we see again.
You hitting Chicago?
Huh?
You hitting Chicago on the way?
To St. Louis? I don't think so.
Totally all the
You
way.
ain't got enough.
I thought maybe you'd head up to Chicago for the contest and then back on down.
No. We'll see you guys.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Barney.
Hey, Steve,
Yeah.
on your daughter's plane, it's electric, right?
Yep.
What is that?
It is the same thing that Sparky kind of has there, but we cut the wing area down. It's down to 650, I guess, 640, 650.
And
But
what-
it's basically that Junar.
okay, so you're figuring you're at 650 squares.
Yeah.
What motor are you running on it? You running 2-blade or 3-blade?
The three blade, that 11.5 by Igor.
All right, and what? Okay, are you on 4S or what's the motor?
We ran the Axie, that one he sells.
Yeah.
But I think I'd go with a Cobra and go with a 5-cell setup. We went with the 6-cell,
Oh, okay.
but I think that I'd do the 5-cell.
Okay, so I'm thinking of her old airplane then. Would she have a Vector?
Yeah, her Vector. That was that she's running the it's this one, the Aerowind,
The short motor or the long motor?
the short one, the 2820.
2820. Okay, that's the one I burned up.
I do have the long motor, and we have it in another airplane, but we never flown the airplane. So I don't know if there's any difference in them or not. And we did the Huber and timer and stuff like that. But I'd like to put the Igor stuff in that vector and see what that does.
And you guys running clockwise?
Yes. Yeah. No, counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise, so you went back to like a normal engine run?
Yes. Yeah, that's the only thing he makes. He makes in that propeller, that 3-blade.
Okay.
So otherwise, I'd have stayed with counterclockwise, but he doesn't make. He won't make one. I don't know why. A lot of people have asked him to.
Okay, so you're counterclockwise.
Yeah, yeah. We're clockwise on the vector, but her other plane we flew the other way. We noticed that when you fly counterclockwise, you end up moving your lead outs a lot further forward. I'm not sure why that is. Why that, why that does that, but yeah, you can really move the lead outs forward, and Samantha liked it, but we couldn't get the other propeller, so it was just, she had to go back to normal prop, but it worked okay for her.
All right.
But the Igor setup where it brakes going downhill, that there is what makes that system. Because it just comes across and goes, and just doesn't matter how hard the wind's blowing. There ain't no wind up on it. It makes it a whole lot easier to fly in wind and
Oh yeah, that would be the sizzle. That'd be all you ever want, for it to slow down, especially in wind.
Super Tiger.
And I bought a system from the guy there in Brazil, and I want to try that. And they say it doesn't react as fast, but I don't know if it has to react as fast. If it's 1/2000th of a second or 1/1000th of a second or whatever, do you even know? Can you notice that difference? How far could that airplane travel? 200ths of a second or whatever.
How do you buy the Igor system? Direct from Igor?
Yeah. Get on. I got on here and then messaged him, and he messaged me back, and then he can give you shipping and all that kind of stuff, and then use PayPal and got it.
All right.
How much is that system, Steve?
For everything, the motor, the ESC, the timer,